James Coe here with you, aka the Sleeper King. I appreciate everyone jumping in into my weekly chat and stream here. We're going to talk about start sit. We'll get to your questions as possible, as many as possible. But of course, this is always, as always, a deep sleeper slash post waiver wire pickup show. So the waiver wires have run. Who's left on the free agent pool that you can go pick up right now to potentially help you on your fantasy roster this week and in the future as well. Obviously, drop your questions into the chat. We'll get to as many of these bad boys as possible. Okay, I got 6 guys here that I'm actually really intrigued by this week. And actually, I got 2 honorable mentions here as well. I'm going to get to my honorable mentions first. First is tight end Darnell Washington. Right. This is a player that has been playing a lot of snaps over his last, I think, 6 or 7 games. He has averaged about 65% of the snaps there for Pittsburgh. It's a little bit lower than the 70% threshold we like to look for in sleeper tight ends, but we're there. We're basically there. Plus, man, like, I don't know about y'all, but did y'all see that crazy stiff arm that he applied against that the Cincinnati team? Like, he took on like 4 guys. It was absolutely insane. Awesome. I'm just saying, did that unlock a little something in his DNA? You know what I mean? Like, I'm curious. Like, can he break off some of these more inner Marshawn moments? And if he does he just go straight beast mode the rest of the way? Like, yo, that'd be impressive. And again, this is a player, too, that is a fabulous athlete, right? We're talking 6'5", or no, he's 6'7". Do the whole thing. 6'7". He's 6'7". He's 270 pounds, man. He's just pure diesel. Like, come on, man. Like, it was awesome watching him like bulldoze people, stiff arm people into hell, bro. It was awesome. Anyways, I'm just saying, if he gets a little bit more of that, there is a reason Mike Tomlin made comments about him today, talking about he's a great athlete and a special athlete and all that kind of stuff, man. I'm curious about Darnell Washington. Again, if I have room on my roster, I'm putting him on the bench. I'm not going to play him necessarily because he's just been so inconsistent. But I will say, over the last 3 weeks, his usage has gone up just a little bit. Snap shares looking pretty good overall. So, yeah, man, let's go. Let's get this thing going, dude. And second honorable mention player, Tyrell Shavers. Curtis Samuel's injured this week. Let's see if Keon Coleman remains in the doghouse. I'm not 100% sure. But again, purely speculative ad for the end of your bench here. If Keon Coleman doesn't play, I think we have to play Tyrell Shavers. I thought he's looked really, really good. He plays inside, he plays outside, and he makes plays downfield, which is what you want to see, man. So Tyrell Shavers, another honorable mention here. But let's get to the real list here. At number 1 is Darnell Mooney. You know why? Okay, right? Like, again, with Drake London going to miss this week. He may miss a couple of weeks. He may miss a few weeks here. Darnell Mooney has not been able to catch a damn thing. He has not been able to catch a damn thing this year. Now, that being said, he has been seeing some targets, right? He's got 15 targets over his last 2 outings. Now, again, the catch rate is severely bad, but that's okay. He also has an 11 target game on his resume for this year as well. So this is a player who I believe is going to see anywhere between 8 to 10 targets in this upcoming game. And just simply for that reason, just pure volume alone, we got to go and pick up Darnell Mooney if he's not already off your waiver wire, right? So again, if he's available, go pick him up. And I do think that he is a solid sleeper play this week, even with Kirk Cousins. I know Kirk Cousins hasn't been playing great. But that being said, I'll take a shot on Darnell Mooney just based off pure volume and his role too, by the way. He's like a downfield guy for Atlanta. And if he can shake loose on just one, we're good. We're ready to rock and roll. Okay, we're moving on. Okay, we also got AJ Barner here, who, man, I don't know about y'all, but have you guys been seeing, like, AJ Barner has been balling, right? Like, he's getting double-digit targets. The number one thing for me right now is that AJ Barner, over the last couple of weeks, is now getting goal line carries, right? You're seeing him being targeted in the red zone. This is a player that has been playing a lot in terms of snap share as well. People thought it was going to be Elijah Arroyo. Nah, it's this dude, AJ Barner, man. He's been making plays downfield, as you see on your screen here too. Making plays downfield. They're utilizing him in the red zone a lot. And the biggest thing for me is that he's getting goal line carries. He has 2 goal line carries over the last 2 weeks, man. Like, if that's the guy, come on, man, sign me up. AJ Barner at tight end is looking really, really nice. Okay, Luther Burden is another player that, again, if he's available on the waiver wire, And again, all by the way, all these dudes are available in more than 50% of leagues right now, according to Yahoo. Actually, I don't know about AJ Barner. I haven't checked his status recently, but I know Darnell Mooney, Luther Burden still below 50%. So yeah, Luther Burden again. He finally outpaced Olamide Zaccheaus last week in terms of snap share. And man, he has been actually pretty explosive, right? Like it's limited opportunities when we're taking a look at what Burden does, but there's a lot to like, right? Um, Look, he ran 21 routes last week and he wasn't that productive. He only had 3 catches for 27. So that's why he wasn't picked up in mass. But I'm just saying, like, he finally outsnapped Olamide Zaccheaus. He played 44% of the snaps versus OZ's 14%. And again, he's a rookie, right? So at the halfway point, a lot of times these rookies start to develop and really start to do some things here. So I'm interested in the talent overall of Luther Burden. And man, let me just say this. It's a crazy small sample size, but his 91 yards on 5 slot receptions works out to 18.2 yards per reception out of the slot. Again, if he is going to overtake Olamide Zaccheaus in the slot, he can be this chunk play slot guy, speed slot player. I really like that. Again, 18.2 yards per reception. Is that sustainable? No, it's not sustainable, but it's a really interesting number for sure, man, for sure, which is, again, a role that he may take away from Olamide Zaccheaus. Okay. I want to get some of these chat questions. Y'all are going to laugh at this one. Check out Van Jefferson. Hey, listen, Van Jefferson got some snaps now. Now, the only reason you're talking about Van Jefferson is because he caught a touchdown. I got a note here on Van. Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, Van Jefferson. So Calvin Ridley out for the season, broken fibula. Van Jefferson played freaking 91% of the snaps. He ran 37 routes and had 7 targets. That's actually a pretty good target share on 37 routes. Now, that being said, he only caught 3 for 22 yards and that aforementioned touchdown, which is, again, the only reason we took any notice of Van Jefferson. Bro, if Van Jefferson played 91% of the snaps, 37 routes run, and caught 3 for 22, I promise you we're not having this conversation. You know what I'm saying? But let me just say this. I'm not laughing at you, man, but I will say this. He's not on my list. You know why? He's an aging wide receiver. He's 29 going on 30, right? And he's playing in a really, really bad offense. So I just don't know if that touchdown upside is going to be there. The snap share will certainly be there. The targets will be there, but receptions and yardage wise, man, like what are we looking at here, man? Like I like Cam Ward too. I do. I actually think he's got some tools in the bag that he can be a player in this league. But right now, man, he is just in the woods, bro. Like he needs a quarterback developer so bad. He's incredibly inaccurate. He holds onto the ball for a little bit too long, man. Like there's just some things that he needs to clean up if we're looking at a jump here in year number 2. Anyways, okay, that one we got. Okay, let me go to this YouTube side here, man. Oh my goodness gracious, we got a super chat. Colin Johnson, what's up, my guy? Good to see you, buddy. Herbert on a bye. Should I go JJ, Mills, Darnold, or Lawrence this week? Herbert on a bye, like JJ McCarthy? I don't think we want JJ McCarthy, do we? Chat, am I wrong? Do we want JJ McCarthy? I don't think we want JJ McCarthy. Maybe I'm wrong here. I'm probably going Darnold here. Let me look at these over under numbers real quick. Honestly, like FPA, like fantasy points against, is a great number, but I actually tend to look at over unders here, like point totals. And the only reason I do that is because touchdown upside, you got to get these guys 2 to 3 touchdowns if you're chasing some upside here, right? So I do like to see what the total looks like. Now, obviously, if there's a huge point spread, like Baltimore's a 14-point favorite over New York, I that's obviously a run heavy game script. But anything semi-competitive, I'm talking less than 7. You look at the totals, and I think you're being guided in the right direction there, right? So okay, so Seattle takes on Tennessee. The point total right now is 40.5. Oh my goodness. And Seattle's actually a 13-point favorite. So actually that does not look great. for Sam Darnold. Okay, so I'm going to take him out. Can I actually am curious about Mills because Mills actually has been playing pretty good. Let's see, Mills. Okay, where's Houston at? Houston, taking on Buffalo. This is a 43 and a half point total on Thursday night. Wow, that's interesting. That's low. I would bet the over on that, by the way. I think it's going to be over. Houston's defense has been great, but I mean, it's still Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, dude. I think they're fine. I think they're good to go. So I'm kind of sort of thinking Mills right here because he's going to be in a trailing game script and potentially will be trailing by a bit. And Mills, I think, has been playing pretty well. Maybe I go Mills right here. I think I'm going to go Mills. Who should I keep moving forward? Again, I think Darnold is your best long-term solution. And then for this week though, I'm probably going Mills, but I think Darnold is your best long-term suggestion. Lawrence is really interesting in bad matchups, but again, he's been really inconsistent. Obviously, he's without BTJ and Travis Hunter the rest of the year. That does give me some reason for pause. Although this week he does have takes on an Arizona defense where the over/under is 48 and a half. That's pretty good. Yeah, but still, and Arizona's pass defense is not very good. Obviously, as we saw, as Brock Purdy just absolutely ripped them to shreds last week. So again, if I'm picking, okay, the two guys that I'm picking here might be Davis Mills and Trevor Lawrence for this week and this week only. And as a matter of fact, because the over under is 48 and a half, let me flip it. Let me flip it on you here, pal. Let's go Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence for this week. Let's do it. Okay, so back to my list. I spent a lot of time on that one. I apologize, chat, but hey, he's a super chat guy. God, come on, man. I got to spend my time right there. Okay. Luther Burden. Okay, Adonai Mitchell. How about Adonai Mitchell here? Also is an interesting deep sleeper. Look, I know this guy, he just couldn't catch a damn thing, dude. It was crazy. But he only played 49% of the snaps, and yet despite that, led the team in targets. I think that tells you a lot about what the coaching staff feels like his role will be in this offense, right? So again, we know Garrett Wilson is out as well. That lowers the touchdown upside, but ups the target volume here for Adonai Mitchell. And let me just say this, man, like I know that he didn't catch a damn thing. I get it. But you can't get away from the fact that he was also separating at a very high level. Like he was getting a lot of separation, right? So to me, I think that says a lot about his ability to get open. And if he's open, he's going to continue to see looks. 49% snap share, 7 targets, man. Like I'll take that all day long. And by the way, remember, this was Mitchell's first full game in 6 weeks. Like that matters, right? Like he's going to get his sea legs back at some point, y'all. Right. So again, Adonai Mitchell is a player that I'm interested in. Tyrod Taylor, they're playing quarterback. I actually think adds a lot of stability to that passing attack as well. Okay, moving on. Isaiah Hodgins. Man, Isaiah Hodgins is so funny, man. Like the Giants literally sent him the "you up" text. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy was on the Steelers practice squad. They signed him, the Giants did, and played him immediately, right? And why is that? Well, because dude, he's played almost his entire career under the now head coach, then offensive coordinator, Mike Kafka, right? Like this is his 4th year under Mike Kafka. And before that, actually, he was with the Bills and played, sparingly practice squad type stuff with the Bills. So he knows Brian Dable's offensive playbook quite well. So he comes in, he plays 78% of the snaps, second highest among all New York receivers. And you know what? This is the thing. I really like his usage on this team, regardless of whether or not Darius Slayton comes back. This is a team that's going to utilize a lot of 11 personnel, right? And I think that Jalen Hyatt will obviously get kicked to the bench as he has been all season long. And it's going to be a trio of Hodgins, Slayton, and Wan'Dale Robinson. Robinson's going to work out of the slot. Slayton's going to be that outside X receiver. And Hodgins will be the move around guy. He could play in the slot, outside, on the flanker, and at X, right? So for me, look at where he gets his work done, right? That's in the intermediate middle of the field, right? According to Next Gen Stats, 45 of his 57 yards receiving this past week came between 10 and 15 yards downfield. That's perfect. In today's modern NFL, those are the guys that you want to target. Those guys are the ones that are picking up chunk plays where you only need 4 or 5 receptions and you're already at double-digit PPR points, right? We're good. Those are the guys that you want to target. And again, as he gets acclimated um, to game speed and all that, he might be even more productive, which is crazy to say. I love it. I really like Isaiah Hodgins quite a bit, actually, moving forward there for New York, especially with Jameis. Bro, Isaiah Hodgins, one of my favorite sleepers for sure. Okay, last one here. Brock Wright at tight end. If you need a tight end, another tight end, maybe AJ Barner is gone. Brock Wright there in Detroit is really interesting, and let me tell you why. Look, Sam Laporta's on IR, right? So we're wondering who's going to be the tight end. Well, dude, it was Brock Wright. Okay, he played 81. He played basically 82% of the snaps last week. That's huge. Again, I talk about for fantasy tight ends, the baseline is around 70%. You want to get your sleeper tight end to 70% snap share. That's generally the profile of a tight end that can do some things, right? Otherwise, we're talking incredibly volatile, right? So we want 70% snap share. He's at 82%, bro. That is dominant. That's really, really good. He had 7 targets in this game as well. Now, again, nothing was working for Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown didn't do anything. Amon-Ra St. Brown posted the fewest PPR points since week 1 of 2024. Okay, that's how bad Detroit's offense had been. But he saw 7 targets, did Brock Wright. Now, he only got 2 catches for 8 yards. That's why he's on the waiver wire. Brother, if that turned into 5 catches for 45, we're having a different conversation, right? Overall, it's a very good offense as well, which is why I want to invest in it, right? Like, obviously, it did not show that way against Philadelphia, but I think overall, Detroit, good offense. You're going to want to play Brock Wright in home games for sure. That's where Goff is a little bit better. On indoor games, you want to play Brock Wright for sure, right? So overall, I think this is really good. Brock Wright, he's widely available right now, and he is the guy that's filling in for Sam Laporta. Again, I think he is, if you need a tight end streamer, sign me up all day long. Brock Wright, I think is worth that price. Okay, let's get to some of these chat questions here. This is from CW37. Must win game this week. Start Josh Allen against Houston's great defense or Drake May versus Cincinnati. Man, here's the thing. I don't blame you if you want to play Drake May because Cincinnati's defense is that bad. That being said, I cannot sit down Josh Allen coming off a 6 touchdown performance. Cannot do it. Bro, I know Houston's defense is good. Like I get all that. I just can't do it, man. I got to play Josh Allen. I'll make you feel a little bit better about it. Ramondre Stevenson's coming back for New England. Don't be surprised if they just run the ball because Cincinnati can be run on as well. First of all, Pooh Star, my guy, what a handle. Pooh Star? Darnell Mooney at New Orleans or Michael Wilson against Jacksonville. I think it's still Michael Wilson, right? Like, I don't know. It's appendicitis surgery. I don't think Marvin Harrison's coming back. Look, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning. Like we're not going to even get a practice report till like later tonight. I have no idea if Marvin Harrison's going to be out there, but I don't think he's going to play. As somebody who had appendicitis surgery, like I can't even fathom that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe. I'm sure technology has changed. I'm sure medical procedures have. I'm old, so. But I got appendicitis surgery in like, oh man, I don't even want to say, bro. It's probably 15 years ago. Anyways, whatever. Running Wolf, Bam Knight or Isaiah Pacheco. Dog, what are you seeing reports on Pacheco? Because I don't see anything. Running Wolf, like I don't know. Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? I don't know. I'm confused. So I guess I'd probably wait for injury reports, to be honest with you, before I could even answer that question. KDSQ 83. I feel like that's like an acronym for something, brother. Cousins or Mills? Go Mills. Mills has been playing better. By the way, Buffalo's defense isn't that good this year. It's more name than it is substance. Like, who cares? Marvin or Lewis from the Cardinals? When I see Marvin or Lewis, I think of Cincinnati's former head coach, Marvin Lewis. I literally have no idea who you're talking about. Who the hell is Lewis from the sorry, brother. I have no idea who you're talking about. Drop Mac Jones or Burrow. Oh, drop Mac Jones. Oh, okay, wait. I'm so confused. Drop Mac Jones for Burrow? Drop Mac Jones or Burrow? Two very different questions. We're dropping Mac Jones. Obviously, it doesn't matter what the question is actually. We're dropping Mac Jones because, again, Brock Purdy's back. I just don't. Yeah, Mac Jones doesn't have value right now. Okay, let me get to some of these chat questions on the YouTube side here. Ocho from the Ocho. They going right to Pitts like they should have been. I agree with you. Pitts will get it, but dude, they're going to throw the ball 30, 40 times, man. Like somebody else has got to get the ball. Let's say Bijan gets like 7 to 8, right? Pitts gets like 7 to 8. Like there's still we still got to throw the ball to all these other players. Like other guys got to get the rock, man. Like Drake London leaves a huge vacuum for targets for sure. And I think everyone that I just mentioned is going to see a lift, but I think Darnell Mooney will see a lift as well. Burden or Jay Higgins? I'm going to say Burden. I think Chicago's offense is a little bit more well constructed right now than Houston's. Higgins is obviously a really big name too. I just I don't know, man. I call me crazy, but I don't see his game like I don't know. I sound like a hater right now, but he just got not creating any separation, dude. We're talking about Jaden Higgins. Like, hard for me to trust a player like that, man, honestly. James Ash, Cade Otton or AJ Barner? Oh, man, give me AJ Barner. Cade Otton is out there a lot. Like, he plays like some crazy amount, like 95 to 100% of the snaps. Okay, now that being said, they don't really look for him in red zone opportunities. They either run the ball or get it to their wide receivers. I'm gonna say AJ Barner, man. Again, those goal line carries has me super duper intrigued. I love that. KY Bourbon guy, what's up, Andrew? What's up, man? No JJ McCarthy yet. Maybe next year. Yeah, no, I don't know what Minnesota's doing, brother, but yeah. Hey, by the way, if y'all want some good bourbon advice, go follow my guy KY Bourbon guy on TikTok, dude. Okay, Dart or Purdy? Dart or Purdy? Um, I'm well, hold on. Let me go back to the over. Let me go back to the totals here. Where's San Francisco? What's their totals here this week? Taking on Carolina on Monday night. San Francisco 6.5 point favorite. That doesn't really mean anything. 47.5 is the over. I think I kind of sort of like Brock Purdy. And then I'm sorry, what's your other option here? Oh, Jackson Dart. Okay. Jackson Dart. Is he playing this week? I guess he might be back from concussion. I didn't see a report yet, so I wasn't 100% sure. Would be interesting though if they kept him out one more week, just to kind of sort of protect his health a little bit. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what New York's going to do. Where is New York in all this, man? Like I can't find their over. Oh, okay, here we go. They're taking on Detroit. 50.5. It's supposed to. Oh well, yeah, but Detroit's a big favorite, right? 10.5 point favorite. I guess Jackson Dart will be. They'll be trailing. They'll be trailing. Man, I don't know, man. Okay, implied totals have San Francisco at 27. Implied totals have New York at 20. I'll take San Francisco here. Give me Brock Purdy. Obviously played extremely well. And dude, he's going to get, by the way, I like 99% confident Pearsall is going to have a comeback week. I think Pearsall is going to actually be really, really nice play this week. I know he did absolutely nothing. One catch for 0 yards last week. Like, what? That's insane. Yeah. James Ash is like, yeah, Purdy, bro. Yeah, I agree with that. Go Purdy. Go Purdy. I do think it's a lot closer than you would anticipate, though. It's too crazy to start. Oh, is it too crazy to start Jacoby over Lamar? Yeah. Look, I know Brissett did some things and like they were trailing and Brissett like set the literal NFL record for completions, but yeah, I know Lamar didn't do jack squat last week, man. Like how does Lamar get you less than 7 points? Like what? That's absolutely insane. That being said, it's rare that Lamar has back-to-back bad games like that. And oh, by the way, I think they're playing someone really bad, right? Like let me look this up. Yeah, they're playing the Jets. So here's the thing. When Lamar plays bad teams, he puts on the Superman cape, dude. Like he goes absolutely freaking crazy. He goes absolutely bonkers against bad teams. Um, that's just his MO. So yeah, man, like the Jets, they're a bad team. Baltimore, dude, Lamar, and by the way, Lamar's going to be looking for blood after that, last week's, poor outing. I just nah, dude. I think they're gonna get crazy. I think Lamar's gonna post a huge game um as well. So yeah. And by the way, Cleveland is a bad team too. That's the team he saw last week. But Miles Garrett is not a bad player. Literally one of the best defensive ends of all time. Like he was a one-man wrecking crew. How many sacks did he have in that game? Five? He had five. I know he had four. I can't remember if he had five in that game or not. But dude, he was going off, single-handedly ruining Lamar Jackson's fantasy output. So I'm still going to go Lamar. I think he has a really, really nice bounce back week this week against a bad Jets team for sure. Okay, Reynaldo, I'm down to it. I got a few minutes left, y'all. So if you do have questions, throw them in. Mason T. You mean Taylor? Mason Taylor? Okay. I think you mean Mason Taylor. Okay, because the tight end question. Mason Taylor, Fannin or Otten? Um, I'm probably I'm probably leaning Mason here. They're going to be in a heavy trailing game script. I think Baltimore's defense is better, but still not great. Um, and I am tempted, honestly, by the Shador Sanders start there in Cleveland. And Fannin has been an integral part of this offense, but I would also just say, um, I don't know, man. Like the offense looks a little bit in the weeds. They're looking really, really bad, and quite honestly, it kind of looks like they've given up on the season. So I don't like that. Not saying the Jets haven't given up on the season because I think they have as well. But Tyrod's look, he's going to be motivated to put up a good game, right? Like again, if he wants to continue his career as a solid backup quarterback in this league and get paid, whatever he's going to get paid, man. Like you got to go out there and still put up good numbers, man. So I would just say let's go with I'm going to go Mason Taylor here. Yeah, Moonroof Music, go Birds. I hear you, brother. They dominated Detroit defensively. Offensively, though, bro, can we get something going offensively? Can we just fire whoever we need to fire there in Philadelphia, wasting the supreme dude? When you have AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, and you score Jalen Hurts too, like you can't go out there and score 16 points. Like that's just so embarrassing, bro. I don't get what's going on. Wilby, Gainwell or Mooney? Oh, I'm going Mooney here. I think Gainwell's game was a fluke. I could be wrong, dude. Reynaldo, I thank you, brother. I thank you for jumping into the chat, my guy. Okay, I got a few more questions here, and then I got to call it. I think I got to call it pretty soon. Yep. My producer's like, yo, you got to get back to the app, dog. I'm like, yeah, I will, dude. Don't worry. Okay, this is from the app side. O Garcia, Josh Allen versus Texans, Stafford versus the Bucks. Oh my God. Okay, this one's a little bit closer. I still don't know how you sit down Josh Allen. I don't know how you sit down Josh Allen. That being said, Stafford has been on an absolute heater, and the Bucks have struggled, I think, defensively, right? So, I am leaning. Oh man, I'm still leaning Josh Allen here. I am so tempted by Stafford, though. Man, he's been playing so well. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Josh Allen, dude. Damn it. That one's got my brain in a pretzel. I'm going to be thinking about that one all day today. Watching Josh Allen go out there and put up 12. Like, that's going to be so disappointing. Anyways, D Penny, how do we feel about T Hill and Mixon? Oh, in Dynasty. Taysom? Bro, I don't know. Okay, I think you're talking about Tyreek. But, guys, this is why full names matter. Like, T Hill, that could be Taysom Hill. I don't know. Dynasty, how do we feel about Tyreek Hill? Not good. How do I feel about Mixon? Not good. I think both of those guys in Dynasty, you're holding on to them, but like, I'm not trading for them, and nobody's going to trade for them either. Tyreek Hill reportedly has some nerve damage. Like he won't be back until next year. And how old is Tyreek? Tyreek Hill age. He's 31. He's going to be 32 next year. Nah, we're good. Um, and I feel bad. Tyreek's one of the best players of all time, dude. Honestly, I think it's funny. Like, I think Tyreek's underrated. I actually think he's underrated because he, in his prime, was an absolute game wrecker, game changer in a sport where there aren't that many game wreckers. They're just not. right? And Tyreek Hill was an absolute game wrecker offensively, and there just weren't that many guys who have played this game um, to be like that. And he's one of those dudes, man. He's a bad boy. Great, by the way, great route runner too. Like people think, oh, it's just the speed, pff, bro. Like how many 4.26 guys have we seen like flame out in the NFL, dude? Like it's not just speed, like technique, strength, hand-eye coordination, times his jumps perfectly, great hands, sticky hands, like work along the sideline, dude. Like he's good, man. It's crazy. I think he's underrated. I honestly do. He's a Hall of Famer. Navante one, Allen versus Texas or Roll Purdy. Man, a lot of people worried about Josh Allen versus this Houston Texas defense, and I get it. Where's Houston now? I think have they allowed the fewest fantasy points per game to quarterback? Let me look this up real quick. I think they have. Houston, yeah, they've allowed the fewest fantasy points per game to quarterbacks. Okay, now that being said, if you look at some of the quarterbacks they have faced, it's not the best. Okay, like Cam Ward, Trevor Lawrence, who I think is fine, but whatever. Dude, week 5 they saw Cooper Rush, bro. They saw Cam Ward twice. Oh my gosh, dude. So yeah, I don't know. I think I take these numbers with a little bit of grain of salt. Like Mac Jones got in there too, and he was fine. He had 2 touchdowns, but it's not like. And by the way, that Week 8 San Francisco team was highly compromised from a pass catcher standpoint too, right? So yeah, no, I mean Bo Nix put up 19.5, 2 touchdowns. That's fine. I mean, look, the Texas defense is really, really, really good. I'm just saying you can't totally trust their FPA because they've seen Cam Ward twice. They saw Cooper Rush, and Mac Jones with like a completely depleted pass catching room. And by the way, Mac Jones still had a good game, 19 points, 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they had good games against like Sam Darnold, right? They had a good game against somewhat good game against Matt Stafford, but Baker in week 2 put up 2 touchdowns and 19.9 fantasy points. Like, I don't know. I think Josh Allen will be fine. I'm not that worried about it, to be 100% honest with you. Okay, last one then. I gotta go, y'all. I'm running long, dude. Oakland 2, Raiders defense, Lions defense. Well, definitely not Raiders defense. What are we doing out here? I can't. This can't. Nah, you gotta be. Oh, because you're Oakland 2. I see. Because you're a Raiders fan. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got. No, 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 no. We're going Detroit, brother. Yeah, we're gonna go Detroit. I think on this one. Let me look at this matchup here real quick. Las Vegas takes on Cleveland. Oh, it's a good matchup actually, isn't it? And then I lost this other one. Where's this other one at? Okay, well, regardless. Okay, so yeah, I would. I mean, it's a good matchup overall, but nah, we can't. Let me go Detroit against the Giants. I'm good. Let me go Detroit against the Giants, man. I'll take that one all day long. Anyways, okay, cool. So there you go, man. That's it. Let me give you the rundown real quick here. Darnell Mooney, AJ Barner, Luther Burden, Adonai Mitchell, Isaiah Hodgins. I'm most interested in Isaiah Hodgins, y'all. I like Isaiah Hodgins. And Brock Wright are your 6. Honorable mention for those of you in deeper leagues, Darnell Washington and Tyrell Shavers. Very interested in this Shavers kid. Curtis Samuel is out. I want to see if Keon Coleman is going to be in the doghouse as well. Not playing him this week, but I'm interested. Anyways, there you go. That's the weekly stream. I appreciate everyone jumping in. I ran a little bit long, but that's all good. I love answering you guys' questions. I love that you guys jump into the chat too. Make my job a lot easier, brother. Anyway, same bat time, same bat channel next week. We're talking deep sleepers. We're talking post waiver wire ads right here on the Bleacher Report app and on YouTube as well. Hit that like, hit that subscribe if you appreciate the info. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.